this is what we picked up early in the morning.
Yeah, it was there in the wires.
That there is a, in Jammu and Kashmir, in Anantnag, 2 migrant laborers that have been injured in this terror attack. Search operations are currently underway. We've got visuals from Anantnag, of course. Both the injured civilians have been taken to a nearby hospital. You know, abrogation of Article 370, people don't want to talk about it as much. It's a very hush-hush affair. And every time you talk about abrogation of Article 370, 2 things that come up. One is the economics that has improved in the valley, and the other thing is people constantly compare, the two, the figures of pre-abrogation of Article 370 and post-abrogation of Article 370, the number of deaths that have, happened in these terrorist attacks. What's your viewpoint? What are you picking up?
Well, what the wires are saying right now is this, that the injured, they have been identified as Akshay and Saurav, were rushed to a hospital where their conditions stated to be stable. So both hail from Maharashtra's Sangli district. According to the police, the area was cordoned off and search operations have been initiated. Terrorists fired upon 2 outside laborers in Anantnag. Both injured civilians, as we said, have been taken to hospital, and right now this is the information coming in that they are from the Sangli region in Maharashtra. Well, you were pointing out to, the abrogation of Article 370, and the terrorists have been trying their best to ensure that people are in fear still of coming to Kashmir, because Kashmir now, the abrogation of the Article 370 should be seen for the fact that Kashmir has been completely integrated with the Union of India to the point like any other state. It has been integrated. You can go to Kashmir. You can.
But have we been able to curb these attacks? These
attacks are being motivated to stop the rest of Indians to actually come to Kashmir and to explore the opportunities that are there. Kashmir is a hidden economic prospect for India. It is, of course, we have not even used any of its potential. It has a huge tourism, potential. I mean, I don't need to tell.
People are certainly going to be scared. No, people are going to be fearful.
That is the idea. That is the idea of the terrorists, to ensure that the people are scared.
You might tell the viewers here that, this is why they're doing it. They don't want you to come to
that is the idea. They want to, I'll tell
May 30th, some circus worker was killed. July 13th, this other chap was killed.
But Kabir, at the end of the day, what was the agenda? The agenda is of fear. The terrorists want to strike fear. That is the agenda of it. Now, the question over here is that we can't keep a part of our territory, in an ambiguous state for quite some time. The fact remains is that Article 370 was the first step taken to integrate Kashmir completely with the Union of India, like any other state. All the states have given up. If you go like that, there are so many states which have very distinct cultures. They are not allowing people from the rest of the state to come and set up business, do well, set up families, settle down there also at the same time. So,
but the bottom line is that people are fearful, right?
People are.
How do you make sure that people?
That is
how do you dispel this fear and push?
Article 370 doesn't mean that security would immediately come in. Article 370's abrogation means that it is going to be a phased-in manner in which stability will be restored in Kashmir. That is the fact about it.
Do you think we're heading in the right direction?
This is not going to be the last attack, because the terrorists are hellbound to create more trouble like this. It's going to continue further as such, but there will be an intensity of this will be reduced in the coming days, because the more Kashmiris get integrated with the rest of India, it will be difficult to push a narrative saying that they are being marginalized.
Right.
Okay. That was the thing about it. It'll be very difficult to push the narrative saying they are being marginalized.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I'm just asking you, do you think we're taking the right steps with the right kind of pace?
I think we are taking the right steps in the right kind of ways, because this has been one territory of the Union of India that has been completely isolated. All right. And see, it is not that integrating of or the integration, the fear that has been put out is that a complete integration of, taking of that territory would lead to its complete alienation of its culture. No, see, there are a few other states in this country who are still maintaining their distinct identities despite, people coming in from different parts of the country, settling in that state. They all maintain their linguistic identities. They all maintain their cultural identities. It's not getting lost. So, the Kashmir Valley also need not fear about this.
Right.
But this is the fear that has been stoked by, Pakistan saying that they will change the demography, they will change that, they will do this, and your rights will be compromised. It doesn't. Your rights are only going to get enhanced. And tell me, where on earth will you get a ready-made market of 1 billion people for your tourism industry?
No, certainly, I agree with you that it is a hidden prospect.
But as
We
I
haven't
said,
been really,
but
and
as
I
I
appreciate
said,
that it's still a hidden prospect, because I don't want capitalism to come in and commercialization to really
See, it's not a-
squeeze every bit of beauty out of
we have
Jammu
seen
and
how.
Kashmir.
Okay, now what about Goa? Goa is a very small state, but what is its tourism potential?
Right. Great example there by Professor Varghese.